Hi there, I'm Amy Murray from Teaching Exceptional Kinders, and today I'm here to chat all things half-day kindergarten. Yes, you heard that correctly. Half-day kindergarten still exists. So yes, here in Central PA where I taught, there are quite a few half-day programs that still exist, especially in larger school districts. For whatever reason, that's how it works around here. I loved teaching in a half-day program. I felt it was more developmentally appropriate for 5 and 6 year olds, but I'm not here to debate that today. I am here to share my tips and tricks for keeping yourself organized when you're juggling 2 classes in a half-day system. So let's dig in. Tip number 1, keep things color-coded. Pick a color for your AM class, pick a color for your PM class, and color code everything. Everything. Folders, name tags, cubby tags, baskets, bins, covers of work, worksheet colors, if you want to make them all one color code everything. Then at a moment's glance, you can see, oh, that's my AM class, that's my PM class. I can see the colors. Color coding is a game changer. I have done it from day one because the person who I taught kindergarten with my first year taught me to color code everything, and I've just stuck with it. But color coding is a game changer. My morning class was yellow, my afternoon class was blue, and look, it doesn't matter what shade. It doesn't have to be perfect. Don't choose light blue for the morning and dark blue for the afternoon. That will drive you crazy. Pick alternate colors. I went with yellow, sun comes up in the morning. I don't know. So yellow was my morning class. Yellow and blue are my favorite colors. I'm a big Mountaineer fan, so we stuck with yellow and blue. So yellow bin for the morning class, blue bin for the afternoon class. So when they came in, I would just switch. So in the morning, the yellow bin was on the top and they put their folders in there. And then when they went home, the yellow bin went on the bottom. If someone was absent in or someone left a folder, it just stayed in the bin. And so it was there the next day, and the blue folders were in the blue bin. So that's how I dealt with their morning, their communication folders and all of that. They were in the yellow and blue bins. These were from Target a couple of years ago. I don't know if Target still makes the size or not. Hopefully they do, though, because they're perfect. Then my Turnitin bins, right? I had a yellow bin and a blue bin. So if they were doing the same worksheet, for example, the Apple worksheet from the morning class would go in the yellow bin, and then I would stack the blue bin on top for the afternoon. And the Apple worksheet from the afternoon class went in the blue bin. And that way I kept my own sanity and I kept them separated and I knew where to look for things. It just made life infinitely easier. So color coding. It's a must. Tip number 2 is all about organization and keeping yourself organized. You want to know where you're going to store things and keep your expectations consistent from class to class. You also want to probably have 2 of a lot of things in your classroom that you can just alternate out. 2 sets of name tags, 2 sets of math books, 2 sets of all the things that each class needs, and that way there's not confusion between whose is whose. And going along with the color coding, our journals, so our writing journals, I would copy their colors, the covers on their class color. So the morning class had yellow journals, and the afternoon class, the blue class, had blue covers on their journals. Same for their math notebooks. I made math notebooks that we used all year long, and the morning class got yellow and the afternoon class got blue covers, and it just helped keep me more organized. So any little tip or trick that you can do to keep yourself more organized is a must when you're juggling 2 classes in the same classroom, especially. That's a big challenge. Part of the organization that I did in my own classroom was another way of color coding things, but not quite the extreme as the morning and afternoon class. So you see right here, I have a couple of baskets. In my classroom, I was fortunate enough to have color-coded tables. So I had a red table, trying to remember, red, yellow, green, and blue. And then I always had a fifth table because we always had more students that would fit there. And I made the fifth table purple because it was an easy color to find at the time. So each table, when they needed to go get supplies that they didn't keep in their individual toolkits, would have a color. So let me show you what that looks like. So you can see back there is the yellow table. So these would have been the green tables. I had green scissors. I am not sure where these baskets came from. They may have been in the classroom, or I got them from Scholastic or something over the years. But I had one of each color. So their scissors went in there. And these I picked up at the dollar spot for $1 one year. And I had all the colors inside. So these were their math manipulatives. When we needed to use counters or different things, I would put them in the bucket, and then they could get their bucket, and then we'd take it back, because I didn't have them keep these at their tables because that always made a mess. So that way, anytime they needed scissors, they knew that their table leader would go get their scissors or go get their counters, and it was just an easy way to keep track of whose was whose, and it kept me organized because the kids knew where they went, and the kids knew how to put them away and get them out when they needed them. So just another organizational tip from this type B teacher. I hope you picked up some tips and tricks that you can use to help organize your half-day program in your classroom to make it run a little more smoothly this school year. If this video was helpful to you, please be a friend, tell a friend, like and subscribe so YouTube knows to show this to more kindergarten teachers. If you need to get in touch with me, please reach out to amy@teachingexceptionalkinders.com. That's my email, and you can always tag me or find me on Instagram @teachingexceptionalkinders. All right, until next time, have an exceptional day.